So it is day 14. We are level 72, and tonight might be very interesting. Speaking of which, we're going to try to make a bunch of shotgun shells to assist with that. But first, we need to make sure we can put up concrete everywhere. What is our workbench doing? Is it doing anything? It is making... Right, it's making stuff to sell to the trader. We also need to check the trader today. And then if we have time, we can try to make the interior of the base. Okay, so... looks like we're definitely going to need to move up at least a little. Eventually we may want to make in other entrances so we don't have to come in via this way at all, technically. Then obviously we'll need to make sure the spikes are all replaced and ready for tonight. So I think we determined that there's no point in trying to get the whole thing in one go. Oh, hello, zombie. I'm definitely feeling like getting that knife guy was probably going to be a waste, because it doesn't seem to increase the damage done to the harvesting blocks. And I mean, eventually, yes, you harvest more, but I just heard something. Guess we don't really need the mining helmet on right now. Worst case scenario, we start getting a bunch of cops and other stuff tonight. I'm going to say worst case because on difficulty 5 I'm not sure how effective a quality... Can I reach this without... No, it looks like I'm going to still go on there. I'm not sure how amazing a quality 394 shotgun is going to be at killing cops before they explode and wreck a lot of our stuff. On the flip side, that's all done. We can turn these back on. They'll last for an hour, it looks like. We should make more wood frames. About like 493, so we get an even 500. And just to protect against cop spit, I guess in theory you could have a cop's bit that came in right through this angle and somehow hit, but that seems like 1 in a million chance at this point. So I find myself not really too worried about it. And you notice that by using the ramp here rather than blocks, we can technically repair all of the squares in here from the interior if we need to. You'll also note that there's a corner block here that we cannot get to. And we ideally want to save the rest of this to fix that when it's ready. Meantime, we can put these away. For right now, let's go see what we got over here. Still another minute to go. We're going to go see what we can sell here. And we're originally going to try to make machete blades here, right? But we need crucibles for those, and the crucibles require mechanical parts, and a lot of forged iron, and mechanical parts require forged steel and duct tape. It's not actually necessarily that bad, though we're going to need more duct tape, which means we're going to need more glue. And we could use more cloth fragments so we can tear those up if necessary. Still, we may use that for steel later on, so I'm just going to keep melting it down. And then those are done. Excellent. Let's go pay the shop a visit. Eventually we may make a tunnel that comes out, and then can either go north to the farm or south to near the trader or something. Might not be a bad idea for the future. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, bunch of that. And then we also want to take this, so we can pick up gunpowder and drop off gunpowder. Our cement's already drying, excellent. Almost to level 73 right now. I might going to building concrete walls and a tunnel up into the farm so I can access it, you know, securely. Let's see how we should have like about at least 1,000 gunpowder, I think, wasn't it? Yeah, excellent. Okay, so in order to make this, we need quite some time. That'll do. We could probably upgrade our axe and shovel too, and we'll probably do that if he doesn't want to buy some of them, because he doesn't completely restock. So what do you got this time? You have Enforcer magazine for magnums, that'd be good. You have better iron chest armor.
There's always Shamway up the road, you can try looting.
That's good, potentially. Tasting and brewing for beer. Probably grab that. You still have 2 iron shovels. You still have 2 fire. You still have 2 steel fire axes. So we can sell 1, but we can't sell anything more. We can sell all of these though. So that's good. The raw meat. Why not? Let's get it. Honey. Sure, let's get it. You have a crossbow. I mean, crossbow certainly is not bad, especially for that quality. I can only sell you 1 machete. I don't know, do I get the crossbow or not? We're not going to be able to make a crossbow that good for quite a while, but we do have the bolts we have right now. Nitrate powder, short iron pipe. Oh man, you only want 100 for 50 nitrate? Okay. Maybe this is a better mining helmet now.
Thanks for shopping here. Come again.
Let's see what the actual protection difference is. So that's 29, 23.
Your money is welcome here.
That's significantly better. Worth getting. The minimum we can have it as a backup, so sure, let's do it.
Much obliged, stranger.
So that takes us up from 22, 21, 24, 27, and we can technically, we have enough science, I believe, that we can combine up to quality. That's what we have. We can combine up to 350, so we could combine these together to add on some more if we wanted, or we could just have the backup in case we die or something happens. That is a wandering horde that is coming past, it looks like. That. Didn't I have a nurse you back to health challenge? I feel like I should have grabbed that for this. Oh, another iron shovel, but notice how everything we're still looting is just complete garbage quality here. So basically, without more, I was hoping Knife Guy would improve with the damage per hit on those blocks, but they aren't. So I guess so technically it's giving us 10% more, but Scavenging is still only 17. I have 122 points available. I mean, technically speaking, as it gets better, it'll be better as our weapons get slightly better, and I guess as our bladed weapon goes up, right? Because if we start doing, still won't be as good as doing like 174 hit though. But again, for the sake of being able to kill zombies like that without having to expend ammo, probably worth it. It's just unfortunate. Hey. Again, now if he actually hits us, it will really hurt because we are on difficulty 5. So it is worth keeping in mind. This is risky. So over there is where I may make concrete walls eventually. Let me sign up a screamer walking up that we need to back off for. Not that I see currently. Okay, so that goes in there. The buckshot's done. Oh, we don't have enough paper. Paper does require a chemistry station and glue, so that'll take more. We can still make 107 at least for now. That other chemistry station is completely tied up. We also can't combine the chest armor unless we raised our armor crafting up, which would be a good idea to do eventually. We are just in a situation. Let's go ahead and upgrade this. That's nice. We could have sold that iron shovel, but it's not worth very much, is it? 52, meh. So the buckshot will go up there. The gunpowder and nitrate power will go up there. This goes to food. This goes to health. This goes to building supplies. This also goes to health. You have a nice selection of skirts, obviously, and you gotta make sure you have that for the apocalypse, right? You heard it here first, folks. Let's just go ahead and repair this. Trying to decide what to do with the rest of the day at this point. I guess we can go out and break more rocks. I mean, more paper would be good. What does paper require? It requires glue and bottled murky water. Okay. We have bottled murky water there, but we will need a lot more. Glue requires a large bone and murky water. And then, so for the paper, we need for paper we effectively need 2 bottles. We need 10 wood, no problem. 1 bone and 2 bottles of murky water. That is our requirement for paper. Which means, honestly, one of our biggest problems here. We should make 2 anvils. Well, we can make an anvil out of each forge, can't we? We have some forged iron here. I think, oh, that's right. I think the forged iron was for the crucible. Later on when we make it. So when that's done, we will have, it's 56 times, so we'll be able to make 56 paper, I guess. I guess we'll see if we can only get 1 paper from each. Also, we can continue upgrade the interior walls here. And most of the places, as you can see, it has refused to dry in like 1 spot right there. How are we looking? We still have quite a bit. And that dried, so that's nice. So there's like 1 spot over here that still needs to dry. Other than that, we're basically good. So level 74. That has refused to dry this far. But we can really just leave that in, I guess. We don't need to fiddle around. We have 2.5 minutes to wait on that. $205 arrows for making more shotgun shells. We'll go gather a little bit more wood as we wait, I guess. And hope the screamer doesn't spawn right on top of our heads. Remember those old days when we were gathering, like, first it was like 4 wood a swing. Then it went up. Then we were up to like 16 and we thought it was great. Then we got all the way up to like 30 a swing and it was fantastic, and now we're at 62 a swing. Literally every swing here is enough wood to make another wood. Every swing is enough to make 3 wood spikes. You can think of it like that. I'm not quite sure how those 2 missed. That one was my fault. You know what, where are we? Of course, as soon as our fire axe goes up again, we'll be killing these trees with 1 less per hit, so we'll get less wood per tree total. Again though, we can just plant a ton, so that's not really an issue. There's a deer over there. Hazmat suit pants. Well, the suit itself is not really that useful. But it is helpful. In the sense that we didn't get military fiber from it. Let's see, moment of truth here. Oh, that's more than it did on the blocks, so maybe that's a good sign. Maybe it's not as bad as I thought. You know what? I've never done this before, so... Well, we can't get enough next blade weapons till later. We need to do more knife fighting. Alright, who's ready to rumble? Is this clay or it's a tunnel? And in theory, 2 hits can be better, right? If it has 350 hit points, and you did 349 per swing, that would give you the most possible period. I don't know, maybe the knife guy was worth it? I really don't know. Alright, there doesn't seem to really be a rock on our path per se, so we're not going to stress about it. That will scrap. Need more scavenging so we know where to spend our points. Because I believe somebody had calculated that even if you did not spend a single point raising something artificially, like we accidentally did with that one athletics point buy earlier, right? Even if you didn't do that, you still would not have enough points to buy everything in the very end. No matter how much you leveled or whatever, it just wasn't enough points in the game. I really only see this as being useful for military fiber, but you know, just in case I think of something, I can always scrap it later. I missed the coal there. Is this the one that was being annoyingly persistent earlier? Is that the only one? You see that other ones are actually dried already, so that's kind of hilarious. Okay. Oh, yeah, right, we need the bones for the glue too. I don't know what the chemistry station's going to be able to get done here, but we'll see what we can do to get more shotgun shells. The big thing we need for a chemistry station of our own is going to be a beaker, because we only have one beaker, and we got that beaker from the supply drop. So technically speaking, what I'm really saying is the other supply drops could have beakers. I'm just delaying opening those until we get higher scavenging. We're not even at 18 scavenging yet. The good news is there are those skill point challenges, right, that technically you can keep doing to give you at least a few points, but they'll be few and far between, I suspect.
Howdy, survivor.
I don't need you for anything while I'm over here. I'm not trying to be rude, traitor. Just stating the facts. I don't actually want all of that there. 5 minutes will be 2 hours. We'll see what it can output, I guess. So it makes 10 paper, okay. It's not too bad. It was actually pretty damn good getting 10 paper from that. What's paper worth? Paper is worth like a 2-to-1 ratio, so I don't know if you'd buy paper, but we could mass produce that if necessary. But what do we do for the next 5 minutes is another question here. Yes, we know you're feeling like overheated. We're kind of near a triangulation point, but we don't have enough time to go searching for. That's just a rabbit moving down there. Oh, that rock wasn't very nice. Put that on its report card. Bad rock was not nice. Did not give other resources. See, that's more like it. Well, this one's a very nitrate-y rock, I guess. This one's lead. This rock will give nothing. Got him on the head. So there's another deer. And there's a snake. And the deer is really spazzing out. One arrow into the snake, that missed. Just hitting the snake is the problem here. I lost some health to that we really shouldn't have. Don't we have that stag party quest, right? Yeah, we killed 2 out of 5. So that'll give us some skill points, for example. So we're level 75, so we still have gained the levels today. I imagine we'll be level 75 when it comes time for the Horde Night. I think I'm getting better at the machete. I still wish the machete's animation was the Hunting Knight's animation, though. You impudent little thing. Well, that'll sell for a lot. Can we repair it? I don't have anything to repair it right now. Am I wearing anything I could use to repair it? No, not really. Cotton. Cotton. Excellent. So that's worth 374. $632. Look at that difference in price. So that knife guy really may be giving me 25% more resources from the deer in effect. Though again, if I just did exactly at the right damage amount, I'd be better off for a while. I mean, let's think about it. So if we do 174, we'd have to do 174 basically is what we'd have to do, right? So that times 3 would be 522. So until we do at least 263 damage a hit, is that right? 261 damage a hit. As long as we can beat 261 damage a hit, or when we can, then this is better. But obviously that's harder to do. That's all done. It'll take 6 minutes to do that. And we can get back to mixing gunpowder. There was a momentary hiccup right there, I just don't know what it was.
Your money is welcome here.
Sold that. Sold that. Wasn't there something else I could sell? I just don't remember right now. Right, the old cash. Which you could turn into paper, but... So we'd probably... Ideally, we'd have the tunnel come out like over here, right? Something like right in this vicinity. Probably want a few spikes around it. So this is as close as we can get. That's the larger problem, right? Because it needs to be like in this spot, but it can't. It was a dark and stormy night when the Blood Moon Horde came. So we can't place it there. We could place it here. This is our line. So maybe we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we just hollow this out a little. That way we can put 2 layers of spikes. We'd have to dig this out a bit over here. We can do that. Just excavating the hillside. didn't mean to do that. It can be frustrating to figure out when it's going to dig down or not. The good news is I can make it plains ground to fix it. So look at that, all fixed. We're just tearing down the hill. I'm trying to make sure the zombies can't get over a gap here is what this is all about. If this is where we set up our exit. And pretty soon the paper should be done. I'm gonna go check at check at 2000. Whatever we have at that point, we're just going to take back. Did I just not get these before? Apparently not. It's going to take a long time until we get the last rank of sexual Tyrannosaurus, obviously. So if we're doing that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like if we're wanting these to be able to be spikes, right? And technically we're saying like this is the base, aren't we? The middle 4 there. Which means we need to be able to go out 2 out in every direction. So I guess it would look something like this, right? Well, that was already 2 out, wasn't it? Yeah, we'll figure it out later. Don't worry about the Horde Knight for right now. Let's see if you got all the paper done. Did you finish the paperwork, Chemistry Station? Oh, that'll do. That'll do. We literally can't fire that many shots out of our shotgun without it having problems. See, another screamer came by. You're turned off. You're turned off. You're turned off. Grab the buckshot, gunpowder. Make sure this is ready to go. More rotting flesh, excellent. I know you're all thinking, can we get more rotting flesh, please? I guess that was the one holdout over there. Okay, so we got double layer of concrete everywhere, except the floor, which is just concrete. We'll fix that later. Wood can go into this bulk supply. This will go into here. That'll go down there, and then we want to grab the spikes. Actually, what we should really be doing got about 2 minutes. If we haven't drawn a screamer now, we shouldn't draw one. Are there any gaps? Some of them are more banged up than others. Basic concern is that if we go much further, when we go much farther out, we're not going to be able to hop down. And screamers seem to love coming in from that angle. So just filling these gaps for right now. Okay, got about 2 minutes. Countdown has begun, the final countdown. And watch out for vultures overhead. For this, we're not going to need our shovel till morning, or at least till we start to dig. Technically speaking, we're not going to need a leather duster either, or a grain alcohol, I suspect. This will help us track our ammunition, I guess, if needed. Yes, yes, you're hungry, thirsty, etc. Feed you, blah blah. 310 corn standing by for whatever we want to use it for. Did we make any more cornbread there? No, we will need to do that. Got plenty of snowballs too. Alright, I guess we're ready. Ready as we're gonna be. Let's see what the game has in store for us. We have another 70 shotgun shells coming off the press still. Medical supplies is actually a concern here, so you know what, we're gonna go ahead and we'll burn one of these just because I don't want to die here due to just lacking some health. If we overheal a little bit, I can deal with it. We should drink though. Then we got plenty of water. Painkillers every 3 seconds will heal. It'll last another 20. There they come. Let's see what you got for level 75. In the old days I would be absolutely terrified anytime I heard the cop sounds, but now they're also our fat tourist friend over there. I'm basically mostly just looking out there to try to see if I see any of the green lights show up. don't know if we really had any of these last time. So that in of itself might say something. We can see that they're already tearing up the spikes, something fierce. But unfortunately we don't get XP for killing stuff with our spikes. But there's still no way to make feathers, right? Yeah. Shotgun shells are the only renewable resource. They're just being rude and destroying those bodies there, so look at that. Look how rude they are. I think there's four stages to the horde or something. So we have this one here. Then we'll see a change. You know what I mean? We might as well be building our athletics while we're waiting here. Of course I will look completely idiotic if I accidentally run off the edge here. Alright, so the second stage I think starts at 2330, at which point harder zombies can spawn. So it's possible, like if we're gonna see cop zombies tonight, I think we're gonna start seeing them pretty soon. But they've certainly done a much bigger job on our defenses than last time, right? Look, our athletics did go up there. See, they already made it over there at some of these places, so we want to be luring them onto fresh spikes over here. I do wonder if athletics is tied to stamina drained or actual movement. And I mean, frankly, even if they made it to... How did that hit? Oh, you monster. Aha, the spider zombie shows his face. Hey, spider zombie, come on over here. You monster, destroying the bodies that I wanted to loot. See, this is why I don't want to bother spending too many arrows on a lot of this. The spikes can handle them like just as easily. Is that everything, more or less? Oh, not quite. Now that we actually have a light, should we go all witness me? And there's gotta be something else out there. It doesn't ever stop. But I guess that's it. Maybe there's crawlers stuck out there? I don't know, either way. I'm just doing that, I'm not gonna risk anything else. Not on difficulty 5, this is difficulty 3 and they didn't hit quite so hard. I'd be more willing to risk it. Or if I had better, or, you know, actual armor and more health, I would be willing to risk it. Or if I had more first aid supplies, I would be willing to risk it. Since I do not have any of those right now, I'm not really feeling it. So instead, we're going to go mine. Mole man shall make his, return. I'll go and take these. Oh, and while we're here, fantastic. Probably should have made 8 less so we could unload the shotgun without taking up more room, but oh well. You know what we actually could use right now? More coal. Kind of feels strange to be saying that, but I think, did we just pass by the coal vein? Is this the coal vein? Or is the coal vein back here? We did hit a coal vein at some point, I remember that. Alright, well, we're far enough out now that wherever I see it, I will just mine. Trying to figure out if that's just looking different or what. With the Blood Moon Horde. I think that's... There we go. Notice how each of these are giving 1 coal. But we are a good, 70 meters out from home, so... Let's go drinking, I guess. I have a drinking problem. Oh, I didn't get that beer and hops book, did I? I should grab that, I guess, and look for hop seed, and then I can actually make beer. Beer is the only one that doesn't decrease your wellness at all. Coffee decreases your wellness too. That's level 76. And we're getting 46 coal per swing. So next week I get in the morning we'll go loot all the bodies, right? And then maybe just buy up scavenging at that point and go looking out in place of something to scavenge. Or it is the other half, right? Mining tools is 87 at least, so progress. You know what we can do here though? So that's 1, 2, 3. That's a roof, right? So just digging away. Of course, at this rate we may go up another level just digging here. Which means we are getting close to the next rank in a lot of things. And we do eventually want things like gunsmithing and armorsmithing so we can combine guns and armor up higher in quality. But here's the catch, right? It does not really matter if you can combine stuff to a higher quality if you can't get anything reasonable in the first place. Combining shotgun parts that are only quality 50 is going to take forever to get up to anything worthwhile. Strictly speaking, you should be giving more resources a second than even digging with the pick right now. Hey, level 77. Feels like we can do something here if we want to. It's kind of moving weirdly there though, isn't it? Not really reacting properly. And you see that we're keeping our head well clear here. But really we could start, we didn't even start the forges back up, did we? Anyway, so if we're going to continue to mine here, we'll probably set up some scaffolds or something, right? Alright, on to the next video.